You know the story they tell us? If you want to get rich, you've got to save your money. Spend less, scroll more away, and, eventually you'll get there. But what if that's not the whole truth? What if the wealthiest people aren't just a little better at saving? What if they're playing a completely different game? 562,000. That number? According to the Capgemini World Wealth Report, that's how many brand new millionaires were created in the US just last year. And get this, they didn't get there by clipping coupons or skipping their morning coffee. Nope, their strategy is something way, way more powerful. So the myth, right, is that millionaires are just these elite super savers. And to be fair, there's a little bit of truth there. A study from Fidelity found that most of them save at least 20% of their income, which, hey, that's some serious discipline. But here's the catch. If that were the whole story, a lot more of us would be millionaires by now. The reality is, saving is just the ticket to get into the game. It's not how you win it. In fact, and this is where it gets kind of tricky, relying only on saving can actually become a trap. It's the point where that good conventional advice starts to work against you, thanks to a couple of hidden forces that are silently eating away at your wealth. First off, you're fighting a losing battle against some really simple math. Your high-yield savings account, yeah, it might be giving you a return that looks pretty good on paper, but then there's inflation, that invisible thief that just eats away at your money's buying power. And when inflation is running hotter than your savings rate, you're not actually gaining money. You're losing it. So what does that actually mean? It means your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. Every single year, your saved dollars can buy less and less and less. It's like you're running on a financial treadmill, but someone keeps slowly cranking up the speed. You're working your tail off, but you're quietly falling behind. Okay, so the second part of this trap is all in our heads. It's called lifestyle creep. You know how it goes. You get a raise, so you get a slightly nicer car, or maybe you upgrade your apartment. It feels totally natural, right? But research shows that a whopping 40 to 60% of our pay increases get immediately swallowed up by this new standard of living. So even when you're earning more, you're not actually getting wealthier. So if saving by itself is a trap, what's the alternative? Well, it all comes down to a really fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about understanding this powerful model for generating wealth called the Cashflow quadrant. This quote from investor Naval Ravikant just gets to the absolute heart of the matter. See, money is what you earn by working, but wealth is what your assets earn for you, whether you're working or not. The goal isn't just to pile up a bunch of money, it's to build systems that generate money all on their own. Okay, let's break down this framework, which was developed by Robert Kiyosaki. On the left side of this quadrant, you see it there in blue, you've got employees and the self-employed. This is where most people operate. You're basically trading your time directly for money. But on the right side, in the orange and green, you have business owners and investors. They play a different game. They don't own a job. They own systems and investments that work for them. And this right here is the absolute game changer. That left side, the blue side, that represents active income. Your earnings are linear. If you stop working, the money stops. Plus, it's usually taxed at the highest rates. The right side, the orange and green side, is all about system income. Here, your money is working for you, creating the potential for exponential growth with some huge tax advantages. The wealthy don't just work on the right side of the quadrant, they live there. This Kiyosaki quote just cuts right to it. The rich use their income to buy assets, things that put more money in their pocket, like a rental property or a dividend-paying stock. The middle class, on the other hand, often buys liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket every month, like a fancy car, and they mistake them for assets. It's a really subtle but incredibly profound difference in focus. Now, this isn't just some nice theory. Let's actually look at the hard data to see how this mindset plays out in the real world and how millionaires go about designing these money-making machines. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Literally. I mean, if it's not coming from a paycheck, where is all this wealth actually being generated? The answer in the data is, well, it's fascinating. And the data is just crystal clear. Look at this breakdown. A massive 45% of millionaire income, that huge orange slice, comes from owning a business. Another 30% comes from investments. That's the green slice. You add that up, that's 75%. 3/4 of their income is generated by systems they own. Now look at that tiny little blue sliver for professional salary. It's a completely different financial universe. I mean, just look at a guy like Warren Buffett. He is the undisputed master of designing cash flow machines. He doesn't have a high-paying job. He owns entire businesses like See's Candies and Geico that are just fire hoses of cash. He also owns huge chunks of companies like Coca-Cola that pay him billions in dividends. And the key to his genius? He reinvests every penny relentlessly to buy even more cash-producing assets. So this reveals the actual path, the blueprint. It's a simple, incredibly powerful, repeatable cycle. Step 1. Use the income you have now to buy your first cash-producing asset. Step 2. That asset starts to generate its own cash flow. Step 3. You take that new cash flow and, this is the most important part, you reinvest it into your next asset. You just keep running that loop over and over. That right there is the engine of compounding. And the results of this shift in thinking, well, they're staggering. Let's say you invest just $500 a month for 30 years. As a pure saver, you'd end up with about $181,000. Not bad. As a standard index fund investor, you'd have close to $880,000, a massive improvement. But as a cash flow designer actively building these systems, that same $500 a month could grow to over $1.75 million. The difference isn't the discipline, it's the design. So here's what it all boils down to. The goal isn't just to save more money. It's to start thinking like a designer, to shift your entire focus from just piling up cash to building systems that generate it for you. It's all about making that journey from the left side of the quadrant over to the right. So the only question left to ask is, what will your first asset be? What's the first gear you're going to build for your own money machine?